Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada. And you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. So it's Sunday today, and I always jump on at 12 o'clock on Sundays and make a project with you. I missed being with you yesterday. I had a BOGO event, so some of you I saw off and on through the day on the event. If you live in Canada and you're looking for some great deals on retired product, the BOGO sale is still on till the end of today. So you have until the end of today to get your order in. So if you're not sure, reach out and let me know, and I can help you with it. All right, so today I wanted to use my order for the online exclusives that just were launched on March 1st. So Stampin' Up! Released some that we could pre-order earlier, but all of the other ones were released, well, all of them were released to customers on March 1st. So I put an order in for the Rhino Ready bundle. It is so adorable. Oh my gosh. And I put an order in and it finally arrived on Thursday or Friday. So I'm going to play with it today. The other thing I'm playing with is the dies that are called radiating stitches. Make a great frame. I saw one of these cards that the concept artist made uses a frame, so I decided I would play with it. I don't know, this is just such a cute little bundle that I had to have it. So let me see if I can convince you that you also have to have it. All right. Hey, I'm not sure who that is. I made it live. Yay. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Let me know what's your name is. Sorry. And don't forget, if you're coming in through Facebook, go out to streamyard.com/Facebook and give permission so that I can actually see who's commenting and also could comment back, because I can't do that without your permission. All right, so this is the Rhino Ready bundle. Oh my gosh, these little rhinos are so cute. Little bird, some grass, some really cute little sentiments. Look at this little arm. I guess that's for you're stronger than you think. That's a perfect little arm. And then the dies. Now the dies were what actually really convinced me, because you have the dies to cut the 3 rhinos out. Also the grass and the arm and the little bird. But then you've got some dies that will cut out a tree. So a very African looking tree. Oh, good. Hey, Felicia, welcome. With these long, so I actually went ahead and cut out one of the pieces. So this is one of the trees. And so if I don't know, I've noticed pictures of in Africa, they have these kind of long kind of trees that look like that. And so I thought these are perfect. They're just so fun. So I've cut these out already in Early Espresso and Garden Green. I also couldn't resist these two little tropical leaves. That's a blower horn, not an arm. Oh, you're right. Ah, that's so funny. I immediately saw a strong arm making it, but you're right. That's one of those, toot horn for birthdays. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I kind of like the arm. And I had it all worked out that goes with that sentiment. That's funny. All right, so you can also cut these 2 little leaves out that look very tropical. And if you've noticed, there's also a bundle that is available called Tropical Leaf, and it's a punch bundle. So that's another one of the online exclusives. All right, so let me show you the other thing that I just am in love with. So these are, I've already pulled some out. These are the Radiating Stitches dies. So I've already gone ahead and cut this great frame, and it's got the embossed little, radiating lines. So what I did was I kind of put 2 together. So this big die will cut out a large circle, but does not cut out the middle piece of it. So then I took this die, which is the next one down, put in the middle, and I get this great frame that I can use on my card. And I also get this, really nice piece of smoky slate that I can use on another card. So it's easy to make a frame with these dies. So you get the large wide die, two thinner dies, so you could make two different sizes of frames. A stitched heart and then stitched circles. Yep. Hey Joey, welcome. I can see who it is now. Yay. All right, let me get going here. All right, so I pulled out some smoky slate. I kind of thought rhinos were kind of a gray color, so I thought smoky slate would work. So that's what this is, 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 4.25. Fold into the mountain or the raised line. Use your bone folder, even if it's a ratty old bone folder like mine is. That still works. All right, there we go. Once you do StreamYard, is it always? No, whoever asked that, it's not working for you. So you have to do it every once in a while. I'm not sure how often, but every once in a while. So this piece is as long. So this frame is as long as the card base. So it's 5.5, but narrower. So you're going to end up, it's a little bit different than some of the rectangles. I've cut a piece of basic white that will go behind. So we're going to do some stamping of the rhinos behind. And then I'm going to put the tree and stuff on the outside. That's my plan. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm going to stamp my rhino. I haven't used these stamps yet. So which rhino shall we use? Let's use this little guy. This one here. He looks really cute. All right, so I'm going to stamp him in tuxedo black because of course I'm going to pull my, let's just see. I want him to show. So let's stamp him about there. And then let's do some stamping of some of these plants. And I'm going to do them in garden green. And you could do some masking with this if you wanted to, but let's see. Probably should have stamped that a little bit. All right, I'll just do one of those. All right, I'm going to do some coloring. Hey, Kathy, welcome. Let me grab. All right, so this is smoky slate. You could just use, I bet you could probably use gray granite as well. Maybe rhinos are all kind of a browny color. They have a white horn, maybe. I don't know. I have to look. It's been a while since I've looked at rhinos. I think their horns are kind of white. Or maybe they were white when they were born and they get dirty. I don't know. So I'm just kind of coloring. You could use your markers as well if you don't have blends. Or your watercolor crayon or pencils. That would work. Guys, the expressions on these all the animals that Stampin' Up! Has just are so adorable. I would go back in and add some darker of using the dark smoky slate in just a sec. There we go. That's I always do. Yeah, maybe fairly light. I think I'll keep mine fairly white here. So I always start out with my light and then I go in and add some of the dark where the concept artists have given you, or where you think that there's going to be some, bit of shading. So we're kind of around here along his belly. his eyebrow, a little bit maybe on his tail. And then I go back in with my blend, my light one, and just kind of blend the lines a little bit so it's not quite as obvious. And you don't have to panic about this. I know that, you know, at some point people thought that, oh my gosh, if I don't get this, you know, alcohol while it's very, you know, the marker while it's still wet with the alcohol, you know, it's not going to work. But you can easily, you know, give it a little bit. Now, I'm going to, let's just do, I don't know what this is supposed to look like. And the white is looking awfully stark to me. I'm going to go dark around that. I'm going to go, I may be sorry about this, but I'm going to go kind of crumb cake. It's light. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be, but we'll go crumb cake on his horn. It just was feeling too stark and white. This grass, again, I think is too white. So I've stamped it in garden green, but I'm using granny apple green, and I'm just going to do some kind of coloring. This is the dark. Probably should have used the light, but that's okay. I'm just going to kind of do some coloring just to give these leaves some color. Kind of looks like, I don't know, I call it mother-in-law tongue. Does anybody have one of those plants? I used to have one of those plants. As with all of my plants, it didn't live. I'm not very good with plants. All right, so that's kind of what, gosh, that's looking awfully stark. What else can we add? Maybe a little bird. It's feeling like it needs a little bird. It's quite a large area, so probably on another card I would do a couple of rhinos. Oops, get that bird straight. Okay. You could do some, I'm just going to kind of put the bird down there. It looks like he's walking, so I don't. And we're going to do the bird in crumb cake. There we go. All right. So we'll put the sentiment here. That's a good idea. We'll fill in that space with the sentiment, which is going to say, hope your birthday is wild. When I'm done, we'll explain how to do the StreamYard. Yeah, I can actually explain it. It's pretty easy. You just go to your browser and you type in streamyard.com/Facebook. And in fact, I think on the post there is the instructions, but go to streamyard.com/Facebook and you will be able to just give permission. And I think that's all it asks you to do, is just give permission. And then you're done until it asks, until I, you know, maybe comment again that I don't see your name. There we go. Straight. There we go. We filled up that space. All right, so I was going to put my tree, which I already have cut. So I was going to put the tree maybe kind of on and off, except I'm going to probably trim it a little bit. There we go. I think I'm going to put the tree kind of like that. Kind of tucked underneath. And then I think I will trim it. I probably should have used one of the smaller ones, but we'll just put the tree like that. Okay, so I'm going to take some glue and just adhere it. Just a little bit of glue under here so that I can put the glue, put the stem down a little bit. Okay, let's put it like that. So I want the top of it to poke out. And then I'm going to just take and put glue like this so I can glue this on like that. There we go. And now I could take and cut, but I think what I'll do is just take and put this, and I'll trim the edge. So I'm going to put this on with a dimensional just because I like that. Get some very tall plants. Oh, Felicia, you know lots about rhinos. Wow, that's very cool. So they use the bird on their back to alert them to danger. Huh, oxpeckers. Wow. Okay, learning all sorts of things. I know. I'm just going to take a little bit and put a little bit of glue under here to adhere those sides down. And then we can take, as I said, I'm going to have to trim this off because this piece, the frame I've made, is as wide as the card base. So I'm going to adhere this flat. I could have adhered it with dimensionals, the frame, and then it would have been looked like it was popped up. That'll be for another card. Okay, so there we go. Now, I don't think I'm going to, well, oh, I have an idea, maybe. Maybe those will just go in the corner just to kind of balance it. Okay, I'm just going to use glue dots for these. I love these leaves. I was very drawn to the tropical leaf bundle, which I did buy, so I'll be showing you that too. Okay, let's just put these leaves in the corner like that. All right. See, cute. Now I grabbed some of the enamel dot essentials because they come in white and crumb cake. I'm not going to use the Night of Navy, but I thought the crumb cake might kind of look nice on here. Or the white actually probably would have looked nice too. Oh well, we'll use the crumb cake since I kind of started with the crumb cake. I'll put one there. All right, and now I've got a piece of basic white that is clearly not cut the right size it needs to be. So let's cut this to be 4 inches, which it is. You know what, I wonder. Okay, so note to self, when you pull out cardstock from your stash, make sure it's the right size, because no wonder this this frame doesn't fit. My card is too narrow, so my card is only 5 1/4, so it was 5 1/4 inches wide by 8 1/2. So that's why my frame is edge to edge. So this frame actually will, if you get the right size card base, you would have the frame all around it, which is perfect. So I'm going to have to trim my piece of, there we go. We've got a piece of basic white that is the same size. Okay, well, you know, that's what happens when you don't measure things, when you pull them out of your stash. All right, let's take, and I'm just going to stamp this little bird. I'm going to make sure he's, I don't know which way he goes. Oh, there we go. So we'll just stamp, oops, a couple of little birds here in the corner. And that will be the inside of my card. Yeah, I know this. Oops, almost put those birds upside down. That wouldn't have been good. Okay, there we go. I've got all sorts of weird sizes going on today on today's card. I think I'm still a little bit out of it, I have to say, from the BOGO sale yesterday. All right, there you go. That's my first card using the Ready Rhino bundle. He is so cute. And I absolutely am in love with these radiating stitches. Is that what they're called? Radiating stitches dies. And I can't wait to make more cards with them because I think that's going to be a great addition to my stash of dies. They're so pretty. Again, these are part of the online exclusives, which means they're only available through an online store. They are not available and will not be available in the catalog. If you go to the online store and you see that it says currently unavailable for one of them, which it does actually for the Hello Irresistible, some of the Hello Irresistible products that came out as well as the circle punches in North America, are currently not available. That means it's not available now, but it will be coming back. If you go to the online store and you don't see the picture or the item anymore, so if you went and suddenly didn't see the Ready Rhino bundle, it means it's not coming back. And we don't necessarily know as demonstrators one way or the other. So our way is typically to go out to the online store and see what it says. But if it says currently unavailable, it means it's coming back. We may be able to tell you when it's expected back. But yeah, so that's just kind of what they're doing with the online exclusives. But it's a way for them. It's kind of cool. It's a way for them to bring product, them as in Stampin' Up, to bring product to you and to demonstrators sooner than they could if it only appeared in a catalog. Because their catalogs are 2 years out, and so this is a really great way for them to bring new product, on a fairly regular basis to us. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Feel free to join me tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for my online Zoom class, and that link to my Zoom class will get posted on social media tomorrow. It's always the same one. And then Tuesday night, it will be live at 6:30 Pacific with my sketch, and Thursday night at 6:30 with my mystery challenge. All right, everybody, hope you have a great week. Happy stamping. Bye.